I'm doing this, one, because I'm super annoyed about it. Two, I think it's really unfair. And three, I just want to warn you so you don't have the same situation.
That's what you need to look out for. It's really very frustrating.
So lo and behold, we ended up having to pay a hell of a lot of money. Are you sure it's ANPR as well? Because they're supposed to say it's ANPR on the signs and they don't say it. We don't know what the future holds, but it's a little bit scary.
Welcome back to the channel. We're Janine and Liam Day, a married couple who are attempting, despite all the challenges we're facing, to live and travel full-time in our converted removals truck campervan in the UK. We are currently doing an almost full circular route of mainland Britain, starting and ending in Kent. Last week we changed our plans dramatically and headed straight to Devon and Cornwall to see what van life in a removals truck is like there. What we found is that potentially our van is too big for the narrow roads. This week we realised we got scammed by the parking authorities, then move into Cornwall to search for more epic beach park-ups and experience actual rainforests full of monkeys living on the southwest coast. It's getting wild, so please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and let's see what adventures we go on this week in Morgan, our removals van. Good morning everyone. Today we have woken up in the beautiful Paignton. We stayed here actually for a couple of nights because we just thought we're right on the beach and we need to get some work done. The parking restrictions don't say that we can't, so we've paid, I think it's £10 or £12 or something for 24 hours. So we paid that twice and we got to stay on the beach with these beautiful views. So yeah, really happy about that. We stayed here last night and we had a few drinks and it was really nice, and we're moving on very shortly. Liam has got some news he wants to say. Yeah, some disappointing news, I guess. So I'll let him explain that anyway. And yeah, and just check out this beach. It's really sad to leave, but we're going to.
Good morning. It's raining. It's going to clear up later on. So whilst it's raining, let's go and eat.
So off we went, journeying in a downpour to go and grab some breakfast. We headed to the nearby town of Totnes.
Okay, so we just arrived back into Totnes. It's the most exciting town in Devon. We feel it's amazing. We're going to get something to eat. I've got something I want to update you on shortly that I'm really pissed off about, and I'm going to share it with you because we need to do something about it. But first I want to get something to eat, and the good news is later on the weather's going to get nicer. It's chucking it down at the moment, but starting from tonight onwards we're looking at some really delicious weather for the southwest, which means we're going to get to have lots of adventures, lots of wild camping. It's going to be amazing. But now let's go and get something to eat. Before we go on any further, I want to explain something that's happened to us recently that's really gotten to us. We've done 16 months I think now of van life, full-time van life, and we've gotten away with no fines and no charges. All of a sudden in the last 2 months we've been delivered a bundle of fines and charges. If you're on the roads and stuff at the moment, you're probably noticing a few changes happening in the parking world, and you know, obviously parking is what we do all the time with different locations all the time. The change that we've seen that's happened is ANPR. ANPR cameras are the thing that capture your number plate when you're in places that you shouldn't be or you should be paying for. So we've got fined, I think it's almost £350 all in one go recently from a few different places and a few different charges. I'm doing this, one, because I'm super annoyed about it. Two, I think it's really unfair. And three, I just want to warn you so you don't have the same situation that's happened, because things are getting a lot tighter on the roads at the moment in car parks, and we've noticed it. Obviously with these charges. I'm not going to explain all of them, I'm just going to explain what the situation was of the most annoying one. We drove into a car park, literally parked up next to a Premier Inn because we saw they had an outdoor tap and we needed water. Janine stayed in the vehicle. I went to the reception and asked if they mind us filling up with some water. They said it's absolutely fine. I filled up with water. We were with the vehicle the whole time and we left. It probably took about between 10 and 15 minutes to do the whole thing, to fill it with water. £85 fine through ANPR. And then that, because it got sent to a residential address that we use as our main address. It's a family member that has taken our post for us. They didn't open the post. We were a bit late opening it, and the fine got increased massively. So lo and behold, we ended up having to pay a hell of a lot of money. Well, we haven't paid it yet. We're going to appeal it as much as possible. But I just wanted to warn you about that, because we've heard this happen to a lot of people. Urban Van Life, he's a friend of ours. It's happened to him recently in the Lake District. The ANPR cameras are cropping up everywhere. So even if you go into a car park and you stay with your vehicle, the ANPR cameras have already clocked you. And if you are there for more than a period of time, if it's a private car park, if you're there for more than 2 minutes, they could fine you if you don't pay for a ticket. If you're in a more public car park, you could be there for 10 minutes and they could start charging you, and it's a fine straight away. There's no middle ground. So because of that, it's cost us a hell of a lot of money, or could cost us a hell of a lot of money. The good news is that there's a lot of people in the same boat around the country, and there's a website link that I'll put in the description for people who showing you how to appeal it, how to revoke it, and what to do about it. But it's one of the things that I think, and we're quite nervous about and anticipating, apprehensive about is probably the word, that's going to happen as we move forward more and more, as Big Brother's watching and restrictions are tightening up, and we don't know what the future holds, but it's a little bit scary. So anyway, that's that. Let's go and have some fun. So Vic and Indy are very good friends, and they've joined us before, and they're coming to join us again, or we're joining them, they're joining us. No one's joining anyone, but
we're just stalking along.
They are mad. They are mad, and they're always up for a laugh, and they're always up for an adventure. So they travel around in Purple Pool, which is Vic's VWT5, and that's us for the next couple of days. It's going to be brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
So off we went looking for a breakfast spot in the centre of town. Totnes is a beautiful little market town, and today is market day. Last week I described Totnes to have a similar feel to Glastonbury, and seeing the market today has all those vibes. We bought some brownies, then headed to a cafe to make a plan on the forthcoming trip. Apparently they've got a vegan breakfast in this town hall. It's really random, but it's called the Edgy Veggie. I've heard about this place. We ordered our breakfast and sat and ate it, making a brief plan on our forthcoming trip. Coming up with some ideas, we headed off.
Cool, so we're leaving Totnes and we're going to go into, or if not, we're either going onto the boundary of Cornwall or into Cornwall, and we've got a really super interesting place to go to first, and we can't wait. And tomorrow we're going to go to places that we've never been before and that we just sound so interesting, including this one we're going to now, which is going to be a first for us, for definite.
Okay, I just wanted to give you a quick update on these air up bottles that we've been using now for over a month, and I wanted to give you our honest feedback.
For anyone who doesn't know, the air up bottles work by using your sense of smell, which actually creates the taste and flavour of things, which many people don't know. The technology is you suck up water through a straw, that water and air goes through a flavour pod. That flavour pod, just by smell and aroma alone, makes the water taste of the flavour that it's trying to be.
It's completely natural, no additives, no rubbish. It comes in a reusable bottle with recyclable pods.
So when we first tried it, we were in Scotland at the time, a month ago, we were dead excited about it. I tried a cola one, and Janine, what did you have?
I had the passion fruit.
A passion fruit one. The cola one was okay. It tasted of cola, but it wasn't like cola, because cola's really sweet. And what was your one like?
It was so good. It's really good. After the passion fruit, I went on to the strawberry and lemongrass flavour, and it's now my new favourite. So much so that I ended up putting sparkling water into the bottle with this flavour, and it took it on to a whole new level.
So there's absolutely tons of flavours on the website to choose from, but these are the things that we've discovered. Fruit ones are better, and sparkling water is better in it. So much so that when you first have the sparkling water one with any of the fruit ones, it feels like you're drinking like a soda pop, you know, like Fanta or something like that. Now, it's not exactly like that, but you get the feeling of it. So much so that it makes drinking it exciting, and that is the whole point. Janine especially has upped her hydration so much that she's not suffered with any hydration headaches or anything like that, and that's all because she's really excited about drinking these things. So this is an honest review. We are genuinely enjoying it. We're enjoying going through all of the flavours and trying them all out. We are yet to try the coffee flavour. As you guys know, we drink a lot of coffee, and it would be really nice to cut down on that. So we're going to try the coffee flavour one next and see if it helps curb the coffee. So next time you see us do a review, we'll let you know how that went as well.
If you want to try it yourself, we'll leave a link in description. So we are really struggling to get to this location. We've been driving now for about half an hour. We reached our first road that has denied us access because we're too heavy, and it said no access for HGVs, so that's quite alarming for this size vehicle anyway. And the second one was we're just too heavy. So we're trying our third option now. It's another case of third time lucky, so we're keeping our fingers crossed.
Not going at that.
You're not going at that?
It could work, couldn't it? It's only 7 minutes, 1.9 miles. It's just so small. Actually, no.
You're not doing it. Okay, so we're going backwards now. Third time lucky, and we weren't so lucky. So we're backing up. We literally couldn't get down this road or up this road. It's on a massive hill as well. It's just way too overgrown. So we're backing up and we're gonna try another route. Fourth time lucky. This next road that we're gonna go down is the last chance of us going to this location. If we can't get down it, we can't go, and it will be really disappointing. So I may as well tell you now, we are going to a monkey sanctuary. Not a zoo, but an actual sanctuary that saves monkeys. We're going to learn more about it when we go there. So I'm really hoping that we get to go. I really am. So let's just see about this road.
So we're on a place called, I think this is Looe Beach or Millendreth Beach Resort or whatever. Really pretty place, like super pretty. Our aim was to go to a monkey sanctuary, which just seems really frigging cool considering we're in Cornwall and they've got a monkey sanctuary. There's not a zoo, it's saved animals. I assume from people having them as pets. Anyway, we're just sort of on the beach here thinking we can't go there, but there might be a way of us sorting this out. So I'm thinking if we can park here and I can get some signal, we can get Vic and Indy to come down and pick us up and take us there in their van, which is just brilliant because if we were here on our own, we just simply wouldn't be able to go.
No.
So let's get on and see if we can pull that off.
With our plan in place, we parked up and contacted our friends to pick us up. Unfortunately, our friends came into the car park and got caught with ANPR, so even though they weren't intending to stay, they were still under obligation to pay, which was annoying.
Are you sure it's ANPR as well? Because they're supposed to say it's ANPR on the signs and they don't say it.
The image is there on the side of the way.
That's just CCTV, isn't it?
No. See this here? Look, this sign here.
How annoying. They came to pick us up. They literally were here for maybe 10 minutes, and ANPR has got them, so they have to pay for parking, even though they haven't really parked here. They just came here to pick us up. But anyway, this is the sign that you have to look out for the ANPR symbol. That's what you need to look out for. So it's really very frustrating. The scary thing about that is not really paying for the parking, but getting a fine through even if you didn't stay. The symbol is quite small, so unless you look out for it, you wouldn't be aware. I can't imagine how many people have been caught out by this. Anyway, we continued our journey to the monkey sanctuary.
Oh, you're joking. I can't tell you what we've done to get here today.
I'm so
There's no way you could just see a little bit of it.
I can ask my manager.
It'd be so good.
What disaster. It is closed. It's only just closed, but we're thinking maybe they might let us in because they're still here. They're just sort of closing down. They might let us in for a little bit just to quickly look around because we've spent such a long time trying to get here. So yeah, we'll wait and see. The sanctuary was closed to the public, but the people that worked there were kind enough to give us a quick tour anyway. The sanctuary felt like a jungle in Peru, with huge enclosures full of wild trees, plants and ropes for monkeys to swing on. We met so many cute rescued monkeys who were all pets at some point, and we were shocked to find out that Brits are still legally allowed to keep primates as pets, which, due to conditions, causes so much damage to the monkeys both mentally and physically. The people who worked at the sanctuary clearly cared a lot for the monkeys and are fighting each day to stop the primate and pet trade in the UK. We also found out that the sanctuary costs £50,000 a month to stay open, which is all raised from donations. We will leave a link in the description for anyone who would like to donate. This is amazing. The monkeys it's bedtime for them, so we have to leave. But it's so cool walking around seeing them and learning about them as well. It's so interesting. Everything that she has told us today is just incredible. It's blown my mind about these monkeys, the way that they are kept, how they got here, and how they should be acting in their natural environment, and the reason why they're not acting like that here, because of their past, where they were kept before. But anyway, I won't go into that. You should definitely come if you're in the area. It's really good. It's a lovely place for the animals to be living now, and yeah, and everyone's so friendly. So yeah, I highly recommend it.
Man, God, you can't believe it. It's shocking, it's sad and beautiful at the same time, is it not? Seeing the monkeys rescued, having a happy life, but hearing about people still doing it, and it's completely legal to keep a monkey. Yeah, it completely destroys their lives. And this costs £50,000 to every single month to run, because of people having primates, and they generally just get rid of them at the end, don't they? So, and it just causes all sorts of psychological problems. So anyway, all the sadness aside, it was really, really nice to see all those monkeys.
Heading back to the van now, and I would highly recommend, if you come to this part of Cornwall, to come and give this place a visit. It's they've got a cafe here as well, which obviously isn't open because we have arrived too late, but if we were here a bit earlier, we would have definitely seen their cafe. So it's a nice day out. You get to see some nice monkeys and learn about them and stuff. Monkey Sanctuary done, we headed back to our friend's van, where we got a lift back to Morgan. We planned our next stop on the journey.
Are you suggesting that we go to Lost Whittle to look for a supermarket?
I think we should rendezvous in Lost Whittle for a supermarket surprise. Lost Whittle.
Lost Whittle. So we left the beautiful coast, which was our first taster of the Cornish coast on this trip, and headed inland, driving around the estuary to a large town called Lost Whittle for supplies before heading back to the coast with the aim to park up near a beach and have a barbecue. Liam searched park for night in the area of Looe and found a pub stopover which looked ideal. So apparently there's like a field at the back that we can park on and pay, I think it's £15 or something. And but we're not sure how to access it, so Liam's going to check out now. Sounds like they've got live music on in the pub. It could actually be really good. It's actually really exciting. Our first pub park up in Morgan. Is it karaoke? Is it?
It is.
I think it's brilliant. I reckon we have a little barbecue here.
Yeah.
And we've got music and go for a walk in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. What's this for?
It's for the barbecue.
For the barbecue?
Yes, we don't mark the grass. We've been responsible.
Well done.
We've got shit
First time for
karaoke,
everything.
like barbecues. It's going to be great.
Where's the skewers?
Oh, we need to wet the skewers.
It's raining. Oh my god. We literally brought some rocks over and it started raining. So everyone's going in. Oh no. Oh, I hope it's just a shower.
It's saying it's a brief shower now, and that's it. That's all it is. So it's all good.
The rain finally stopped and we poured some wine to begin the party and barbecue dinner.
I paid my sins from the poor traveling days. Oh Lord, please, can you hear my prayers? So I wrote my...
In the Purple Pool kitchen tonight, we have vegetable kebabs. I've also got an old favourite, which is Red's barbecue.
Oh, nice.
Good old hickory.
It looks really good.
Ooh.
It looks delicious.
I can't wait.
It's so cute.
That just doesn't make sense to me.
Likely the son of mine will be found in the mountains around the lawn and raised. I paid my duty as the sunny side cutie. Oh Lord, hear the sorrow in my heart. So I rode my body up the mountain to a place where I can sit in my rocking chair. I rode my body up the mountain.
Morning.
Good morning. How's it going?
I'm alright. Are you? You stayed
Well-
up a bit later than me last night.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm not hungover or anything like that, but You know when you've had a few drinks the night before, everything's amplified, like the mess is like, it feels like it's crawling after you sort of thing. Try and stay in van life mode, not holiday mode. A bit of both maybe, a nice even balance of both. All ready to go. We're all 4 people, which is difficult to coordinate. We're all ready to go to the beach because we're right on a beach apparently, and we came here yesterday and just partied straight away without going to the beach. So going for a walk on the beach now because it'd be rude not to.
So off we went for a morning walk on the beach before we start the day. There was a really cute steampunk coffee van down there, so we all grabbed a coffee and headed to this beautiful beach to enjoy our chocolate brownies that we bought the day before in the Totnes market. The beach was stunning with white sand and very quiet with only a few dog walkers. We couldn't stay for long as today we have something really exciting planned.
Wow, this beach is absolutely stunning. Why go to Cornwall? Just look behind here, it really is. We were talking about it earlier. How do you know that you're in Cornwall? How different it is to Devon. Devon's incredible. Devon's got a character of its own and Cornwall's got a character of its own. And the Cornish beaches are something else that you can't get probably anywhere else in the UK maybe. And that's really, really nice. That's why people come all this way to Cornwall. As nice as the beach is, we are now off to the Eden Project.
Having never been to the Eden Project before, we were both very excited. We drove the 10-minute drive from the pub to this amazing place. Okay, bloomin' hell, that was an expensive ticket. It's £75 for 2 people. I mean, you get a lot out of it, so definitely come for the day if you do come. But it's also an annual pass, so keep hold of the ticket and you can get in anytime for free after that. For the rest of the year or for an entire year. So that's really cool. It kind of makes up for it if you come a few times.
I don't know if I was expecting that. It's absolutely awesome. I mean, I knew there were domes here, but I didn't realise it was like this. It's freaking incredible. My God. It's one of those ones where you see it on TV and stuff like that, but it's nothing like it when you come and see it in person. It's absolutely incredible. It's like some sort of futuristic thing, right? Because this is like what you expect to see on Mars and what have you. It's unbelievable.
Beautiful. Wow, this place is mega. It's so much bigger than I imagined. It really is. I can't wait to get in one of those white domes and just to see what's going on there. But the outside area is absolutely gorgeous. There's flowers everywhere, the grounds are just stunning. We continued walking through the grounds towards the huge domes, admiring the incredible gardens along the way on the outside. The majority of the flowers appeared to be blue or white, giving it an incredibly calming feel. All the time the domes given an extra planetary feel as the backdrop, which made the whole thing feel so surreal. We made our way straight to the jungle dome.
Whoa, Jesus
Amazing. It's so high. It's incredible, and it's so warm in here as well. And it's got all the sounds of rainforest. What do you think?
It's got a very, very much an Avatar feel to it. Like, it's full of so many fruit trees, tropical fruit trees that have got, you know, all sorts of stuff. Like, they're literally, and spices. And it's just, but with the dome background, it's got a real sort of, like you're on a different planet sort of thing. And as Indy said earlier, it gives you hope. There's a lot of feeling of hope everywhere you look here. Like someone's really cares about what's going on. It's so cool. Is that sugarcane? Is it? Nice. Amazing. Is Janine taking layers off? That is the, you know.
It's so hot, isn't it? It's boiling in here.
Is that you taking layers off, Janine?
Yeah. I want to live here.
So, this is the point, isn't it? Tropical countries are the only places that you can live.
Yeah. This is where I feel most at home.
I do. I must admit, I do as well.
Yeah.
Spiritual home.
Yeah.
Tropical places really are.
It's where I need to be. It's like being on top of a jungle. It's absolutely amazing. Well done, Indy, for facing your fears of heights. You're doing really well.
How far up are we? 50 metres. Oh my god. Do you know why I came up here? Because we're destroying our planet, and I wanted to force myself to see it from a perspective other than my small view of life. And up here the view is phenomenal. I've never seen anything like this in my life. It's very moving. I'm going to take some more steps to have a lighter carbon footprint as a result of this. That's always a reason to conquer some fears. I just feel really humbled and inspired.
Those beers were a bad idea last night, I tell you. Oh, that looks bloody brilliant.
Yeah, I'm very jealous.
Yellow tomatoes.
After we finished our food, we grabbed some ice cream and spent the rest of the day looking at the other domes before heading back to the van to continue our journey, this time to the beautiful little town of Falmouth. We found a perfect wild camping spot on the seafront. Time was knocking on, so we nipped in the back to start prepping dinner. Okay, so we have found the most ideal park up, awesome views, and we're about to cook, and we're just looking at the sea whilst cooking in the kitchen, and it's just so gorgeous. We're doing like a little part of the meal each. So they're doing guacamole and refried beans. Liam's making a chili for us all, and I'm making some tortillas. And then we're just gonna join together and have a lovely Mexican feast, looking at the most gorgeous sea. So I'm gonna start cooking now.
Be what you wanna be. Do what you wanna do.
What on earth are you doing?
I'm making these tortillas, so I put smoked paprika, salt and pepper on them, and I'm about to chop them up into triangles and put them in the oven, and they should come out all lovely and crispy, hopefully. Hopefully.
They look fantastic already. I'm making the communal chili. It's another really simple recipe, but it's going to be awesome. It's going to be really, really good. But, oh no, you need to get on your I can smell your things burning. Actually, they're not too bad.
Actually, they're alright.
Yeah, they're good.
Okay.
You're so jammy.
Knock knock. Hello. So what you up to? What you cooking?
It's guacamole time.
Lovely.
Holy moly guacamole.
We finished prepping our feast and got ready for the evening of eating and chatting with our friends in this gorgeous setting. It's amazing.
It's a good one, and it's just a lentil and bean one,
lovely.
isn't it? So
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
happy days.
Gunpowder if it's true. Smoke before the fire. No one else can slay the dragon sleeping inside of you. Find the moment and make it. Write your headline and raise it to the sky. No one else can create it. Take your banner and raise it to the sky.
After a delicious Mexican feast, we moved on to the beach for music, marshmallows, good times and fantastic company. We sat with the warmth of the fire on our faces and the sound of waves lapping on the shore. We all remarked about this country's ability to surprise us with its beauty. No matter how old we are, there are so many secrets out there waiting to be discovered. No matter where you are, what really matters is the company that you keep. Good friends bring sunshine to any location, and for that we are grateful. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time for more adventures in Cornwall.
I'm getting a deja vu feeling here.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the view